To the fact we make statements, I didn't think I could ever love anyone like this. I didn't think I could ever feel like this. But love has a flip side. Love has a nasty side. Chapter 8 of Song of Solomon, verse 6. Love is as strong as death. Jealousy is as cruel as and the coals thereof are coals of, which have a most. You remember, God is a jealous God. So this jealousy is not talking about man's jealousy. This jealousy is talking about God's jealousy, because we're dealing with love. And God's jealousy, love's jealousy, is as cruel as the grave. That's why you wonder why people will do phenomenal things. Somebody walks in on their lover and finds them with somebody else. They can so snap that to the degree which they loved, they will now kill. It's as cruel as the... See, love has a nasty side. Love has a nasty side of being protective. That you said that belonged just to me. You said you only called me that name. That's why God has problems when you start calling other folks' name more than his. He's got issues with this because love has a jealousy. Look at verse 7. Many waters cannot quench love. Now, this is why God tells you be careful who you're falling in love with. Two sticks that keep rubbing up together are going to cause a fire. And you may not love the person initially, but if you keep hanging with them, those two sticks are going to cause a spark, which is going to cause a flame, which fire is going to ignite love. You say, well, we just friends. Watch it. Friendship is the platform for love. A whole lot of folks just start as friends. We just friends. I'm not trying to say you can't truly have someone as friend. You can. But you have to know that love can cross the line without a problem. And without your permission. Thank you. That's right. That's why God says be careful. He says, actually tells you, guard your heart. For out of it come the issues or the desires of life. Guard your heart. Be careful what your heart is after. Be careful where your heart is going. Be careful with your imaginations. Because you're igniting love. And if you ignite love, you can't turn it around. Once you awaken it, it won't go back to sleep. You've awakened a beast that's going to devour you. See, love radically changes people. When someone falls in love, their friends go, man, we never see you no more. We don't hear from you no more. It's like she got you on a leash. Love is even stronger than the male ego. That's strong. Because even though they may say that to him, and he goes, no, I ain't like that. But while they're talking, excuse me a moment, phone, it was her. Just wait a minute, hold that thought, hold on. You want me to be where? All right, y'all, I'll see you later. See, we told you, she got you on leave. It ain't like that, man. I just gotta go see her right now. It ain't like that. That's the power of love. That's why God said you've got to Be careful when you're dealing with love. Verse 7, many waters cannot quench love. You don't just put love out. Waters speak of oppositions. Fire can be placed out by water. That's why many arguments against it. Have you ever noticed when you try to talk to someone that's in love and you try to talk them out of love, is the more in love they become while you're trying to talk them out of it? That's why some folk, you just got to go, okay, just do whatever you feel you got to do. Because you know, the more you try to talk them out of it, the more you stand against it, is the more they find reasons for it. And then you know what love does? You've been their best friend, you've been their parent. They will now turn on you. That's right. Because love is so strong, it'll make them turn against the one that raised them. Many waters cannot quench love. You don't just extinguish it. Touch your neighbor and say, it's too strong. Say, it's stronger than me. And tell them that also means you. That's why you know people married 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 times, because this is one. You're going to work with this one. Because love always gives you that hope. That's a part of love. Love uses hope like a tool. That's what makes it so powerful. Listen to what he also goes on to say. If a man would give all of the substance, or excuse me, I should say, many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods. Listen, it's one thing to have a fire hose to come against a fire. It's nothing but an entire flood. He actually says a flood cannot drown love. She's actually talking. Floods of adversity don't drown love. That's why you marvel at some people. Their spouse committed maybe adultery or something, and they will decide, not saying it has to be in every case, but some people will decide, I'll stick with the individual and still love them. Their love can actually overcome it. Love overcomes some phenomenal stuff. That's why God looks at you and says, how much do you love me? Because if you love me, you can overcome what that person just said to you. For my sake. I know they don't want to sit beside you in church. I know they act like you got a plague. I know they act like they don't even want you here. But if you love me and you can meet me here, you and I will show up here together. You know, love will just make you face opposition. It'll make you confront. It'll make you face stuff. Love makes you face things you normally were scared of. You're scared of your dad. But you love her. You love him. You'll face your dad. Why? Because perfect love casts out. You already know what you feel your dad or your mom going to say. They won't prove. So love has already got the argument together. Love's argument is, I'm doing it. Care what you say. Anybody know that kind of power of love? See, that's the kind of power that God is talking about when it comes to him. Devil, I don't care what you say. I'm doing it. I don't care what your argument is. I don't care what your argument is. You can tell me I'm enslaved all day long. You can tell me that this is so radically making me change my life and change my culture, and that I'm not having no more fun, and that I'm just on a leash. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I'm going to do it. Anybody love God like that? Anybody love God like that? Somebody lift your hand and say, I love you, Jesus. That's the power of love. Let me just come to a few other things here. Just come to this. Look, you got to just see this a moment about love. Chapter 2 of the Song of Solomon, verse 8. I started at